In us today, as above, so below, is definitely Venus energy. Y'all know I like to say Venusian energy. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African traditional sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, as you are being notified, I want to tell you this is going to be a live of change. This is going to be something that if you participate, give you an ability and association to real spirituality. Now, I do not teach my personal beliefs on here or my practices, but what I do teach is universal laws because they apply and applicable to each and every one. What's up there, my Shamari? I call her Sasha Fear. My Cancer from Chi-Town. This is an opportunity for all of you all that have desire to practice real magic and that you want to get involved in the ATRs and you want to be a part of your African tradition and African roots. I am going to explain something today because in Venus energy, being the warrior and the goddess, a lot of times we don't understand a lot of the things that I teach about because of the fact that you don't understand why it's necessary to develop your five senses. So I'm going to discuss something. Oh, thank you so much, Shamara. She said, looking good. What's up there, my Stormy from my Sagittarius from Detroit? Thank you so very much for being with us, darling. So what's up, Demetrius Clark in the house, to each other, to all of the tribe. Now, first of all, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajay's. And to all of you that practice magic, whether you're in the church practicing the ATRs or whether you have left the church, probably for good reason, and don't want to look back. But you still got church influence on you. And so I want to discuss and talk to you all. If you are just practicing magic or you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, trust me, I've been doing this for almost 51 years. I know what I'm talking about. I try to make it very simplistic for each and every one of you guys, no matter where you are on the roster of learning. And if you are desiring to be a better spiritualist or practitioner in these ATRs, what I'm going to share tonight is going to extremely help you. And the reason why I can share it because I'm a natural necromancer. I've been working with the dead since I was very, very young, and that's elementary style. What's up there, Mama Susan? What's up, my Boaz? Mwah. Somebody said, where you at? I am in Florida, the Sunshine State. Fort Pierce, where my church at. What's up, Ryan? Much love to you. Thank you so much for the commentary. I love how y'all commented on my video. I was out working yesterday. Good evening to you as well. To each and every one of you guys, I also want to say salutations and hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. And hello to each and every one of you guys that on my Patreon, all of you guys that have got my graveyard work. To those that have gotten the graveyard work, you're going to learn some stuff today why you need to be thanking your ancestors and Egum for getting your graveyard work. To all of you all, Braxton, hey, what's up? It's not the proper terminology for me. You ain't licking my nuts. Don't say that to me. Now, let me say this for disclosure. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising sign Pisces. I don't know who you are from a can of paint. So, therefore, please address me accordingly. I'm Chief Apostle Ely. Unless you address me differently, I'm going to address you based off of the information. I am not your dude. I'm not your partner in crime. I'm not none of that. And I'm not your fuck partner. So, please address me as such. All right? And if you was my fuck partner, it would be Big Daddy. So, since you didn't address me like that, I would assume you just somebody that's coming in my live. All right. So, to each and every one of you guys, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be here with you all. Hello from Moscow, Russia. Thank you for being here with us. We are live around the world, and we are live to those that are trying to learn what real spirituality is, and that you have already probably supported me in my platform. Don't forget, guys, we have our super chat, and thank you so very much for a lot of you guys supporting that super chat. I am truly, truly honored for many of you guys being a part of my platform on every level. And that's whether you are a graveyard work. What's up, my Chris from Philadelphia in the house? Thank you so much for joining. Somebody said they're looking for a good deal on a low rider. The only person that get that low is your mama when she getting hit from the back. So I couldn't help you. Now, I also want to say to many of you guys that on my left hand side, I have my Obatala. Many of you guys that have gotten your to all the you've gotten my talisman. I want to explain something because I want to tonight is Venus energy, and I do real magic on my platform. I educate to those melanated people that really want to learn magic, and that you may be a part of the ATRs. You may not be a part of the ATRs. You may be an initiate or non-initiate, but you're curious and you may be out here seeking information, or you may be already practicing in the various of black arts or ATRs. Now, what I want to say to you, especially if you're Christian based, the foundation of my belief system is in Christianity, because I understand that Christianity stole a lot of the information out of Kemet and out of Egyptology, which they are very heavy in venerating the dead and mummification and the ancestor, and actually energy transferring from one soul to the next body, the avatar state. Kemet was heavy into controlling where their soul went and how they left this earth and what type of bodies that they inhabited if their other bodies no longer existed or deceased or malfunction or whatever. So I come heavy in practicing necromancy, very heavy. It doesn't matter if I was an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, I would. But I bring my energy of Sagittarius. I bring the chi. Now, as you are coming in, if you have not noticed, hit that like button because it does help the algorithm. If you have some spare change, please hit that super chat or the sticker or however you want to address it. But it also helps promote my platform. Now, on tonight, y'all know I believe in making things simplistic, and so I educate my my tribe. I educate melanated people when you are in these ATRs. Now, I am Crown Mafedifun Oya Yanza, some people know her, and I'm also Crown Mafedifun Babluaye, or Saint Lazarus, as some of you know. I am also in Scratch in Palo Niambe. I am a Tata and Kisi because I have the cauldron of Centea, and I also have the cauldron of Zarabanda. Now, with that being said, I am a heavy practitioner in Haitian Voodoo. I've been doing that since I was a child, and that is my first love and ATR that and black art that I have practiced. I was raised up by my spiritual dad, which practiced heavy in Haitian Voodoo as well as Masonic order. So I have a lot of Mosaic mindset, and I also was heavy practicing at the age of 13 in the 6 and 7 books of Moses. So I always preference those things in this way because I was born with my gift, talents, and abilities. If you have any questions, like Demetrius said, hit that super chat, because if you are truly trying to learn, you don't mind investing in a platform that is somebody as experienced as I am. Now, my subject tonight is, and in hopes that if you have ever burnt my Ancestor incense, or you have got Ancestor burns or cauldron. Now, I do have my book that you receive through your ETA, and where's my other book? I read with the cards, the 72 Names of God. I put my booklet. Oh, here it is. These are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 Names of God, Technology of the Soul. Okay? Now, I want to preface this day to be fair with everybody that will be listening to, whether you listen to it today or you listening for 5 years from now, 15 years, 50 years from now. I am melanated. I practice melanated magic, chaos energy. My first loyalty is to my melanated people, and especially those in the United States that have been deprived of their heritage, their language, and their tongues. And so therefore I'm here to share vast information without disclosing the ATR's mysteries of any of them if you're a non-initiate. Now, what I am here to say that universal laws apply to each and every person. What's up, my baby Scorpio? What's up there, Monique 444? Roy Artiste in the house. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Now, I'm going to be talking about those that have my Obatala talisman and to those that would like my candles. When these workings that I do with that are donation of $100, because this is I have white candles that I'm going to be working with my Obatala. But what I want to share tonight, to give you a better understanding of why I'm so heavy into necromancy, is what I'm going to discuss tonight, and understanding your 5 senses. Okay, now first of all, my subject tonight is becoming a useful ancestor. Becoming a useful ancestor. Okay, so I'm going to be coming first from Luke, the 1st chapter, the 17th verse, and I'm going to break this down. This is going to be very deep. This is going to be some out of my advanced class. This is also going to be out of my intermediate class. Not so much as my beginner class, but my advanced and my intermediate class. Because some of you have already taken those courses, I want to show you how that information is applied in everyday life, in real time. So I don't want you to just be taking classes and you're not being able to benefit, or at least be able to be a recipient of the benefits of having that information or that knowledge. Okay, and so therefore I want what I teach you to be able to increase in your life more times over than what you actually paid. Now, I know that the information I give, sir, ma'am, I want to say this on the onset, is priceless. I could charge more donation. I shouldn't say charge, but I could get more donations for what I share. But I am trying and endeavoring to try to get melanated people to actually fall in love with their actual ATR and their actual magic and their conjure. And so I'm trying to help poor people. And if you don't know that you're poor, when you can't afford to maintain your life and still take care of your spirituality, and most people treat their spirituality like a luxury, not an everyday practice. It's life for me. So it's not a luxury, it's lifestyle. Now, Luke, the 1st chapter, and the 17th verse. It says this: and he shall go before him in the spirit and in the power of Elias or Elijah, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, and to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. Now I'm going to say this again. The purpose of John the Baptist, of having the spirit and the power of a dead man that had already ascended with in the chariot, the reason why he was coming again in that spirit for this purpose, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, to turn that masculine energy back into the home of the children, and also the disobedient back to the wisdom of the just. The just shall live by faith. And to make ready. They say if you get ready, you don't have to. If you're already ready, you don't have to get ready. But they say make ready the people to prepare for the Lord. Now remember, Yahshua is coming with the spirit of fire and that of the Holy Ghost. Now John the Baptist was coming with the baptism of water, the water element. Those that understand spirituality know that water is representation of life, and it's also a portal that we utilize, whether it is in a bovada, whether it is just put in a glass of water, even in hoodoo. All of us that came up with hoodoo and root work, we always use water or some form of water, cleansing with rainwater. We grew up with that, but understanding why it was applicable and why this particular archetype represents this chi, this prana, and this is why when it comes down to becoming a good ancestor or becoming a useful ancestor, you need to understand that there's purpose behind destiny. There's no reason for John the Baptist to have the spirit and the power of such a powerful egun if he did not have the destiny that he had. It is too many people that are venerating their ancestors as though their ancestors had these great and mighty destinies. Some of us do have these egun, but not many people have. They have ancestors, but not up to that degree. And in order for you to be able to say, I need to elevate my ancestor, you got to first acknowledge where your ancestors are. And a lot of times when it comes to melanated people, we make our mothers and fathers, He-Man and She-Ra, Wonder Woman and Superman after they die. And sir, ma'am, unless their senses were developed on that level, unless their consciousness was developed on that level of Egun, then they are not that. You can elevate them after, but it takes a lot of money, a lot of sacrifice, and giving Ache or light to those particular Egun. So I'm just being honest with you. And people don't like to hear that because and what I'm telling you right now, it shows up when it comes down to your spirituality. It shows up when it comes down to your misas. It shows up when it comes down to your warfare. It shows up when it comes down to your breakthrough. Because if your Eguns were that strong, you wouldn't need people like me. If you have the ability to pay your mortgage, your rent, why do you need help? If you have the ability to keep groceries in your, why do you need help? The only reason why you reach out, somebody said respect from Australia. Thank you for joining us. The only reason you reach out to other people, places, and things, that is an admission that you or your Eguns are not in a place, and you're coming here to somebody of a higher frequency and a higher vibration in order to help you elevate or learn how to elevate. If you could elevate your ancestors without people like me, then that's saying that you can put gas in your car without a gas station. So I want us to get past the lies we tell. Now I'm going to also say, and I'm going to preference, I was born in Ocha, Santeria, Lukumi, through Obatala. That is my birth father. Even though I am crowned Maferifun Oya and Maferifun Babaluaye, I was birthed. To those that do not understand this, I will take you back to the concept of the womb of the woman. The fetus is on the inside of the woman, but that fetus is surrounded by water. And a woman is not ready to birth that child or that Ache until that water is broken. When that portal is open, then that child has the ability. The reason why that child is covered with water is because from her belly shall flow rivers of living water. In other words, it will cause that child to flow out of her womb, through the triangle. I didn't say you can't have a C-section, but it is better that that child goes through the womb because it goes through the triangle, because the vagina is shaped like a triangle, a triangle. And in that concept, when that child is coming through and coming to this earth plane, it passes through that water and it passes through that triangle into this physical world. And this is why even when we do conjuring, when we use cauldrons, when we use any form of magic, we use that same concept. Whether you placing that water on an altar, whether you are placing that water by your candles, whether you're placing that water, going to the water of the river, the type of water you're utilizing also has significance when it comes down to manifestation. Now, number one, the destiny was to turn the hearts. The second destiny was to turn the disobedient to wisdom. And then the third aspect of that purpose of an anointing was to make ready the people for the Lord. Now, why am I saying that? If you have received one of my particular Obatala. Now, let me explain to all of you that are in conjure. If you've already been initiated, if you've already received your pots, if you already received your conjure, I don't care what practice you're in. This is what you need to understand. Energy, frequency, and vibration, they don't lie. And your ability to help people, places, and things has to do with the Ache, the Chi, or the Prana that you have. Now, it does not matter if you are a part of this or not. If I am going to help you with my Obatala. Now, in my particular situation, I have the Obatala that I received through going through Ocha. I also have an Obatala that my Padrino has, even though he's crowned Obatala. When Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, when they were throwing the Obi and determining what Orisha was going to go back with him into the heavens and what Orisha was going to stay, Obatala, Minister Mario said that he wanted Padrino to keep the Obatala. But the purpose for him having the Obatala was to use that particular Obatala, that particular path of Obatala, to protect me. I'm going to say this again. Every Ache Every chi, every prana, every anointing, every power, every spirit, every ergon has purpose. And a lot of us, because we grew up in the church, we want to use things for what we want to use them for instead of utilizing them in the purpose and the path which it was created or given. Talking to my melanated people. You are the people that like to try to get, thank you, Monique said there are 20 people in the live chat and only 9 likes. Now, we are the people that like to take Toyotas and go and buy a Mercedes-Benz emblem and try to tell everybody else and convince everybody else that that is a Mercedes because you have put an emblem on top of that Toyota. Sir and ma'am, energy does not lie. The emblem or the label does not make that Toyota a Mercedes. The energy is still giving Toyota. So I want to start there. You cannot make your eguns, your moretos, your ancestors, if their senses were not elevated on that level, you cannot, if they weren't doing readings, if they weren't communicating with in spirits and stuff, you cannot, because a lot of them that some of you guys are bringing your ancestors into tradition that they were not practicing. They were not functioning. So it is strange to them. This is why I tell you, be honest and you work within the confinements or in the path that your ancestors are accustomed to, because that is where they can naturally flow and evolve. Does not mean that you cannot introduce them to other things, but you got to start them what they are familiar with. Sir, ma'am, I'm not here to tell you how to practice, just telling you universal laws. Now, Elijah in this, John the Baptist in this concept or this particular parable, he was a prophet, and he received the spirit of another prophet that had already ascended. Now, what I am going to explain to you, that the spirit that John the Baptist or the egun that mounted him was an elevated spirit. Everybody that is getting initiated or getting spiritual court are not dealing with elevated ancestors. This is why I offer on my platform and my website, my guardian angel instinct. It is to help you and your egun to elevate to more profound discerning of smell, taste, your 5 senses, your seeing and your hearing. Because these are the parts of you that are going to be with you in the spirit world. And if they're not developed and you have not learned how to discern through your sense of touch, through your sense of smell, through your sense of seeing. If you have not, so how you're going to go from a blind spiritually while you were on earth, and all of a sudden now you are a prophet or prophetess, and now you are sharing revelation from heaven. It don't work like that, y'all. It does not work like that. And melanated people, when you're stepping into the ATR, the reason why a lot of other nationalities are not afraid of your eguns, because many of your eguns are not elevated and they're not strong. The reason why they are trying you the way that they're trying, but they tried me too. But my egun, those are the spirits that are on the astral plane that are going to be more about you than. But people, it's all you're going to do is bring your auntie out there to get an ass whooping. All you're going to do is bring your granny out there to get an ass whooping. Because if their eguns are not stronger than the eguns or the person you're going up against, they can't help you. They want to help you, but they're not in a position. And I am trying to teach you why you burn, why you give offering, why you venerate, why you give libation, why you connect yourself with other people that are actually in connection with egun. This is important for every person, but more so important to melanated people. I have people in my church are acting more spiritual than they really are, and their ancestors are not that spiritual. I am trying to get you to a place where you can start respecting the chi, the prana, and the power of spirit, and so therefore seeing the necessity of elevating, of investing. You're trying to build everything outside of self instead of investing in self, and this is why you lack development. And if you're really trying to practice real magic and spirituality, all of this stuff makes sense. Even when you're working out in a natural gym, you still need to have form. Because even with the intention of trying to develop your body, if you don't have form and technique, you can still hurt yourself. Okay? Same thing when it comes down to magic. I don't care what your intention is. You ain't got to be out here trying to hurt nobody, and you can still get hurt because if you don't have a certain science and technique about how you harness, direct, and disperse energy, you can still get hurt. Now, I wrote down here, coming in the spirit and the power of Elijah, your destiny determines and will determine how it manifests. Because of the purpose of the flesh of John the Baptist, is even though Elijah was a miracle worker, it was not the purpose of this particular incarnation was not to be a miracle worker, but a preparer of the way for the Lord to come. Every time you may come to this earth plane, you may not come with the same destiny or intention. And that's why it matters what path your Obatala, your Ogun, your Ezelifi, all the Eligwa, Metkafu, it don't matter. All in any entity has a path or a destiny. That's all they're really saying. Your path is your destiny in that particular Ache, that particular energy. Because you, like I'm a prophet and a major prophet, but I'm a judgment prophet. That is the purpose of my gifting and my talent. Even though I can heal, I can bless, but the purpose of me having the particular Ache that I have as a major prophet has a lot to do with judgment. I am also an apostle, but I am a chief apostle, but also in that Ache, I am also a repairer of the breach. My purpose of having the Ache that I have is to restore those in the waste places, restore those places that have been torn down. People that have been torn down. People that have been rejected. I'm the apostle and the chief that comes to the people that they say, can anything good come out of Nazareth? I'm the people that they were last. Now I'm here to bring and to make the last first. That's my purpose. This is why I have that whoop-ass anointing. I don't only have the whoop-ass anointing for the enemies of these people, but I also have that anointing for the people that I may have to chastise. Because just because God sends you somewhere don't mean you don't have to deal with the people. Because mentality of people. Who do you think you are? I'm fit to show your ass. Huh? I can be your deliverer or your executioner. You decide. It's all on you. So, to those that have my Obatala, those that desire to send donation. Hold on, I forgot to get my because I can't continue. I forgot to get the other phone. Hold on. So, to say to many of you guys, if you think this is a lot of money, I know you're not ready for real magic. If you think that this is costly, you're not ready for real magic. You cannot maintain your Rishas, the Loas, the Nkisi, and Pungo, and you cannot take care of elevated ancestors or Aguns or in ascended masters. You should not be trying to embark and summon these hierarchies. Like, I'm serious. And I know that some of you guys are still going to do it. But the reason why you're not getting the results you're getting because you don't know how to elevate to those realms and you don't know how to take care of those Eguns. So let me explain what I mean by becoming a useful ancestor. Elijah was so useful on earth. Because if you're useful on earth, you're going to be useful in the spirit world. If you're effective on earth, you're going to be effective in the spirit world. So, the purpose of all of the... remember, Elijah had a school of the prophets. Like, you don't have that type of Egun. You don't have that type of ancestor. Some of y'all acting like you had... I have literally millionaires or people that have millions of dollars or generate millions of dollars in their lifetime. So when I do money work with those spirits, they understand money. They understand chi. They understand prana. They also did conjure when it came to money. So I have the type of Egun already. I'm not out here in the cemetery trying to find it. I'm not out here summoning a spirit. I'm not out here in the ether. in my own original bloodline. That energy, frequency, and vibration is already there. There are also murderers in my bloodline. There are also people that are not afraid to kill. So I don't have the issue that some of you may have. So let me explain what I mean by useful. The fact that if you are walking in your path, that means you're developing. That means that you're enhancing your senses. That means that you're applying yourself. That means you're not repeating cycles. That means that you're cleansing yourself. That means you're dedicating your chi, your prana, to the purpose or destiny while your soul is here. So let me say it to you like this. This is why Yahshua was able to turn around and tell his mother, woman. He didn't say mom. He didn't say mommy dearest. He said, woman, I must be about my father's business. At 12 years old, he knew that he only had a certain amount of time to fulfill his destiny. The fact that you don't know who you are, the fact that you don't understand your destiny, the fact that you don't even care that you have a destiny, the fact that you don't even invest in your destiny, I already know you're not going to reach your appointed time. And so therefore, when you are willing to waste your time, you're going to be willing to waste my time. See, I'm a six-figure man. And what that means, sir, man, I make over $100,000 on my one physical job. And majority of my income goes to my spirituality. I don't have to be forced. I don't have to be begged. I don't have to be tricked. I don't have to be beguiled. Nobody has to play gimmicks to get me to do right by me. Because I know my purpose and my destiny. Whether I'm on social media, whether I'm on my job or my everyday life. Becoming a useful ancestor means that once I become an ancestor, I am going to be effective in whatever particular conjure. If I show up in Palo, if I show up in hoodoo, I am an ancestor. Once I become that ancestor, when I'm physically not here, what is going to happen is I will have many uses. People will be able to, if they are part of that platform, I can do a plethora of things. I can help elevate. I can help guide people in crowning. I can also be a guru or some ascended master to somebody that's already in that same path. There's no need for a spirit to be with you when that is not your destiny. The whole thing about being in Palo, you're supposed to receive an Mfumbe or a spirit that has the similar destiny that you have. So you two can walk in agreement. And both of you help each other fulfill your destiny. Because that particular Egun did not fulfill its destiny when it was on here. So that's why it's reincarnating in this life with you in order to get that work done. And when you don't respect your destiny, you're not going to help that Mfumbe. You're going to be out here with the BS. You're going to be out here trying to get popular. You're not going to do your work. You're not going to do your elevations. You're going to be out here. Imagine what my cauldrons and my powers would be doing if I was not in a position and I was out here allowing people with their wicked ass to be having me use my ancestors to do all this wicked stuff they want done. I don't have to do that. I can have my Eguns out here helping people advance, grow, and develop, and which that elevates them, which also in turn elevates me, which causes me to be more of good karma or karmatic energy. And therefore, when the things that I sow in this life will also fall on my children. This is why the scripture said, I was young and now I'm old. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, neither his seed or her seed beg for bread. The reason why your ass begging is because your Eguns didn't do right before you. The reason why you have a hard time in certain areas of your life is because they were not useful ancestors. And now that you got them on your altar, they were unproductive in their own life and they're going to be unproductive in your life. But they will sit there and eat from your table just like they will come to your house and eat from you and not bring nothing. I'm not here to talk about nobody, but I want you to be realistic if you really trying to practice. The reason why you work with my Egun, because my Egun gonna work. The reason why I go off about how some people don't do right by my ancestors, because I don't mistreat my ancestors, and I'm not gonna allow you to treat them like they slaves, or you're gonna use them and then you're gonna walk away and not pay homage. Oh, that ain't gonna go down. And my ancestors ain't got to come for you. I'm going to come for you. So, if you have my talisman, All of my talisman, eventually they're going to still go up. They started at $100. Now they're $300 in donation. Now, my particular path in Obatala, because y'all know I don't do Spanish, so I'm not even going to mess it up. Wait a minute. I don't turn the light on. Somehow I got a light on. Flash light. Hold on. All right. Now, this is what in my path of Obatala is, I'm going to spell it Ayaguna. I'm not even going to pronounce it. I try to get some pronunciation. I have to talk to my padrino, but basically my path is a young warrior, a young fierce warrior for whom revolution is necessary, part of change and progress. So my Obatala is a warrior, a fighter, and it's revolutionary. Now, it also coincides with my voodoo, because voodoo is, those loas are revelatory as revolutionary spirits. So a lot of my energy to bring about change is revolutionary. And so therefore, if you are a type of person and you're not trying to change your life, my head being crowned, my fedifun oya means transformation. If you are not trying to make real change in your life, what's up, Snowball? Fuck you and the raggedy piece of pussy that brought you here and the lame dick that skeeted in your mama. Okay? Enjoy your fucked up life. So, the idea that you're going to walk a path and not understand what kind of energy or what type of person that you're receiving, because a lot of times you say, well, you know what, I got Pasa Ili, Obatala, talisman, and that energy. That energy is there to protect. That energy is there to guide you. That energy is there to bring about change. If you ain't trying to change, if you're not trying to renew your mind, you're not trying to make better on your life, you're not trying, and Obatala rules the head. So when you're dealing with an ancestor, your spirit, your soul sits in your crown. The spirit speaks through your crown. So this is why we use the coconut as an offering to Obatala, or things that represent round. Okay, I had to take it off because I had some white eggs on my Obatala, and I didn't want to drop them and crack them, bringing it in here. So, but Obatala deals with infinity, number 8, right? So when you think about these things, revolutionary. When you are working with a Tata, Mumbo, or whomever, you need to consider what kind of arche or path they're on. Doesn't mean that I can't heal through this particular Obatala, but the mindset is revolutionary, because the energy that I work with is about change. All of my spirits, or Loas and Kisi and Pungo, have a lot to do with bringing about changes in people's life, and it on a massive scale. So the purpose of God blessing me on social media or any other platform has a lot to do with putting me in the space, because the Bible says it like this: your gift will make room for you and bring you before mighty men. Well, in order for the room to be made, people have to have a need for my services. So people that come to me are normally people that are in some type of warfare. I am a natural warrior, necromancer, astrologist, but a warrior. So a lot of the people that come my way are in some type of war, whether it's with their finances, with their health, with their circumstance, situation, or even in war with other people in spiritual practices. That's majority, because that's my skill set. So when you receive things from me, you have to understand, or receive from any Tata, Mumbo, Hugon, you need to understand that what type of senses have they enhanced and then developed. And then when you get those candles, That's what kind of energy is coming your way to protect you, your mind. He whose mind is stayed upon the Lord shall be kept in what? Perfect peace. Obatala is a peacemaker. But my particular Obatala, and my particular path, has a lot to do with a young warrior and bringing about revolution. So it makes sense that I'm on the platform discussing to melanated people, male or female, gay, straight or bi, how to bring change in their life through universal laws. It makes sense that I am in the age of Aquarius, that I am not doing things of traditional nature, but I am thinking outside of the box. I'm being revolutionary about how I teach, how I preach, how I do my magic, how I do my conjure, how I do warfare. My strategies are not things that you have heard before. The way that I conduct myself is very shocking to some people because they're not used to an apostle and a pastor and a preacher, especially the Christian faith, talking and functioning the way that I do, but it's effective. And so at the end of the day, it's only thing that's my concern is that what I do for you is effective. And having the ability or the desire to renew your mind makes it easier for me to work with you. Being stuck on stupid going to cause you to have a hard time with me. Coming here and thinking that it's about money. It's the same thing you tell a woman when you know that you're in a relationship that got bills and responsibility. All you do is ask for money. First of all, you ain't giving me enough money. That's a very powerful path of Obatala. Thank you, sir. And that's why I like educated people, because y'all, some people think I'm teaching my opinion. I'm on certain paths for a reason, but it has to do with my destiny. And so when I'm working with your egun, that's the energy I bring. If I'm working cleansing, if I ever do a rogation or do a cleansing on you, not only what's in my head, but when I work my Obatala, I have Minister Mario's path of Obatala, but my particular path is that. And I walk that path, I walk that Arche. And so when I'm working with you, I come from a very, my Boaz, my Pisces always talk about spiritual boot camp. I am very militant. My Centea is militant. My Zarabanda is militant. My Ochosi is like all of my paths. Like I'm working in my natural, God-given Arche. So if you ain't willing to fight for yourself, you ain't willing to fight for your peace, your joy, your happiness, you ain't willing to whoop somebody's ass, you ain't willing to stand your ground, I can't help you. I am never, ever going to teach the victim mentality. I am never going to say turn the other cheek. Now, you can turn your cheek and I can wax that ass, but I'm never going to teach a concept that when somebody slap you, you turn the other cheek. Well, if somebody slap you, you make sure you F them up. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to also teach what I live. Because you hit me, you going to get hit back way harder than you hit me. And that can be spiritually or naturally. I'm going to say that again. See, I don't know how you work your conjure in Ocha. I don't know how you work your conjure in Obia. I don't know how you do your root work. I don't know how you do your hoodoo. And I am not concerned. That ain't my path. But I gets down over here. And you're going to contribute, and you're going to support, and you're going to honor these eguns in my life, or you won't be the fuck here. And if I am too much of a pastor, and my language and my verbiage is too intense for your sanctified ears, that is fine with me, sir and ma'am. Find you somebody else with a sweet mouth. I don't have it. I don't have time for it. I don't have no time for more lives. I have time to help people that want to grow, to help stimulate their eguns and bring them to higher elevation, and that they actually want to do real magic. Not only whether they want to serve other people or not, it's just personal development. And that's what kept me and Mario, Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, safe were my eguns. That's why Minister Mario is still being elevated. I do not, I'm going to repeat this again. I do not go to the grave, the bones of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, to get power. I was over him then, I am over him now. I give him Alche. I am the one. Mafedifun Oya, Yanza, Mafedifun Babalu Aye, Oludumari. I am the one that continuously, because I am being elevated. And I am going to elevate anybody that supports me. Anybody, all of y'all out here going through all of these changes, you're doing that at your own choice. If you are trying to learn real magic, no matter what you practice, you just putting fruit in front of a shrine and not knowing the connectivity of that, not being able to discern through your sense of smell, through your sense of taste, through your sense of touch, what type of energy you are working with or what type of Obatala I am working with. If I do work with you, that is the path. Certain man. So what I am saying in the nutshell, I will whoop your ass, and I will whoop your ancestors' ass, and I will whoop the ass of your enemies. Because that's what I'm here to do. I have an anointing of ass whooping. If you get right, you don't have to get an ass whooping. We can go on to glory. My Ryan said, at your own choice. My Shamari said, I am grateful for your wisdom and sharp. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. I thank you. Y'all know I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm going to eat that up. Now, if you want me, if to all of them, ask any of the women and hold that I'm being with me. The more you acknowledge my performance, the more I accelerate in my performance. Spiritually, I'm no different. The more you honor my egoons, the more I rock for you. The more you show and your sharp tongue. Now, what part? You ain't never had none of my tongue. You talking about my words, my teaching and preaching, right? Okay. Because I don't want to send you into a coma and convulsions. I wouldn't trust my tongue to nobody. Now, what I am saying is when somebody is walking their path and they understand their path, they know who they can help, they know who they can't help. I already know in these ATRs, no matter what your particular practice, I am going to be a sought after ancestor. Thank you, that Monique 444. Hit that chat, a super chat. Yes, baby. Now, it is essential that you understand the point of veneration. It is also important that you understand that elevation needs to start here. Obatala rules the head and the bones. The fact that you don't understand that a part of magic and spirituality is renewing your mind or gaining knowledge, wisdom, understanding in order for you to be proficient in whatever type of magic you practice is beyond me. It don't matter how many egoons you have. It doesn't matter how many warriors you have. It don't matter how many shrines or orishas you have or loas and kisi. If you don't know how to harness, direct, and disperse energy, you're not going to be effective. That's like a woman telling a man, you got all that dick and don't know what to do with it. You got all that money and don't know what to do with it. You got all those smarts and don't know what to do with it. It doesn't matter that you got the tool when you are not effective. This is why you get manipulated by the caucasity of other Caucasians, because they understand you don't know what you got. And you waste it, so they profit off of your ignorance and utilize your talent, your skill, and ability for their own personal profit. You don't get mad with them. That's business. That's how a broke hoe can get a man with money and live a lifestyle that she couldn't afford if she didn't have him. That's how a man that ain't got nothing going on in his life can get with a woman that got goals, ambition, and an aim in life and become something because of her. People do it all they call parasites. Parasitic in nature. Thank you so much, Roy. I love the way y'all rocking under that. Yes, Chief. Your spirits are moving out my enemy. Yes, sir. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you working with my Obatala and somebody is coming against you, and I told you guys as I did when I did my elbow, my Obatala was going to get stronger. And I've been, because I'm extraterrestrial in nature and my energy, my Padrino or my Oba can't do that, but I have to use my own spirits to elevate my Obatala. So I feed my Egun's extraterrestrial energy. I feed my Orishas extraterrestrial energy. I feed all my spirits. And so when I get initiated or I go through a process, I go back to the cemetery and I feed my ancestors. I feed the ones that work for me and help me and assist me. I elevate them right along with me. When I got crowned, I went to my Eguns in the cemetery. Boom. I fed every last one of them. You get some of this arche. They weren't crowned in life, but I have the power to crown spirits. Just like I can crown somebody in the natural, I can crown somebody in the spirit. I'm here to elevate. So my bloodline, my children, they all benefit, whether they serve or don't serve, they benefit from that. And that's what revolution does. It's about the masses. What I'm trying to teach you, even though you're financially challenged, why you need to be investing your money. Because where you fall short, somebody else in your ancestral lineage will not have to go through what you went through. And you all as a lineage or a generation can get to that destination faster with less bumps and bruises. And therefore, you won't be out here struggling with your chakras and trying to get your chakras open. Hey, let me tell y'all something. To some of you guys, you think that you're giving me a lot of money. Let me talk to some of y'all, because some of y'all done gave tens of thousands. But let me explain something to you. I'm going to speak, because I want to do a video tonight, and I want to talk about P. Diddy. But I want to talk about the sex. I want to talk about the money. I want to talk about the power. And I can't do that on TikTok. So I'm going to have to come back online sometime tonight and talk about that, because it is definitely, I'm going to be so graphic. Because I need melanated people to get something that they're truly missing. And if you don't come from a lifestyle, you can't explain it, because you don't live that. But to all of you that have given tens of thousands, I'm going to explain it to you like this. The reason why no matter what some of you do, you still struggle, because you don't know what your ancestors 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 generations did. And there might be karmic debt that has to be paid before you get your increase. And you don't get mad with the spiritualists. You don't get mad with, oh, y'all chiming in here. I love my ancestors. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate that. 499. Teamwork make a dream. I know that's right, Monique. Now, I would never spend my money the way y'all spend y'all money. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for your ancestors, because I invest in what is universal and I invest in what is eternal. Okay? And so, because I have clear understanding, Mama Sue said, I love my Obatala. And that when you put that Obatala on your person, you're getting the Ache from Chief Apostle. I can't, once again, I'm going to say this again with clarity. I am not here speaking on anybody else's pathway, anybody else's Obatala that may be in my same pathway. I know the power in my stuff. And I speak only for my Obatala. I speak from the fact that I understand that I was born and birthed. And how ironic it is that the man that crowned me is a son of Obatala. Which Obatala is an androgynous spirit. Male and female. There's a male path and a female path. I always tease and laugh about being bi-spiritual for a reason. Androgynous energy I have. I look just like my mother and I look just like my father. And if I stand beside my father, you'll swear to God I look just like him. If I came stood beside my mother, you'll swear to God I look just like her. I've always had that energy. I was born with that energy. Frequency and vibration. And so the magic that I do, that's why I deal in duality. And so I try to teach people energy, frequency, and vibration for your personal benefit, not mine. I'm already there. I am trying to help you educate to you guys, so the next time you step in front of other spiritual practitioners that may be of a different race, that your egoons can be, that you can get something, a reading like I got reading. My Padrino was told this man is coming in with 3 very powerful egoons. And his Oya is going to be very powerful. She's going to come in really strong. And you need to go and fortify your Oya. I don't know why I wouldn't be the person to listen to. And my Padrino is worldwide. Like, no, he likes to say he's the Michael Jackson in the religion. And if Michael Jackson's being told you need to get it together with this one right here, I urge you melanated people that you ain't never got no reading like that from nobody. Even the one that were lying to you, sitting give you them kind of readings. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just telling you who I am, how I do stuff. So tonight, if you want me to burn a white candle in front of my Obatala, that is $100 donation. But you have to put down Obatala, because we're receiving offerings for Minister Mario's headstone. Listen, I'm the type of hoe. Obatala and Yemo. All right there. If I'm the type of spiritual hoe that I receive Cash App Zelle from a plethora of people. So I like people that gonna support or won't help in certain areas. Now, when we do candles, sir and ma'am, candles are fire magic and it's about energy. Now, I have a very strong fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries. Know the path of your spiritualist. Know what type of magic or arche they possess. And when you're working with that arche, know how to receive that energy. It's like receiving 9, 10, 11 inches. You got to receive that without getting hurt. I carry strong arche. So even when I'm sending energy your way, you got to be able to receive it. It all sounds good until you get thrown by the very power that they're trying to help you. You don't control my arche. I'm going to say this because a lot of y'all like to get stuff and try to do other stuff. You cannot control my Obatala. You cannot control my Ogun. You cannot control none of my spirits. My spirits are subject to me. And if they come back and tell me you're doing something, I'm going to shut it down. And none of your donations are refundable. I am being clear why I believe it is important for you to become a useful ancestor and how that comes into play and how your 5 senses play a part in your magical development. And when you want things to protect your head, when you want things to renew your mind, when you want protection, as they say, put on the helmet of salvation, that's Obatala, representation of. Okay? So, I hope that this helped. Oh, somebody did send me a cash out. 6 minutes. 6 minutes in your friend Sharon. On and on. 6 minutes. I got Chris down for Guardian Angel Incense. Let me move my book. But this is why your books, if you ever get go through OCHA and other, you need your books, because you need it. Just like going to college, you need to know what course. You might be in math, but you might not be in calculus. You might be in basic math. Like, the path is the direction you are in that. Yes, you. I'll tell you, it's very good. Thank you. That's my Thomas. She made me feel so good. Love, I love you. You have the right name. And we gonna and what I want to do, guys, I really want to make the things that y'all going through worth it. And I am really trying hard to hold strong as much as control I can about who affecting our platform, who being a part of what we do here in our tribe, because it's so many people selling out our secrets and our abilities and our che just to the highest bidder, the white highest bidder. And it just, this is why a lot of y'all going through the changes y'all going through. William Taylor said, "You're cute." No, I'm not cute. I'm deliciously handsome. My feet are cute. But all this right here, see, I am. I want, you got to give me the correct compliment. You want my attention. I'm a Sagittarius. Now, hold on. Guardian Angel Incense for Chris. Now, if you have your Obatala talisman with you, get your talisman. Now, what? I got you, love. 7 chakra incense. Got you, sweetheart. Yeah, 7. That's for love. Where's my lighter? Just send it. Obatala. So even in my church, if you guys are saying my Fedifun Obatala to me, that's who you're honoring, that particular Obatala. I'm looking for my I just had this thing. Me and these lighters. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. There you go. Now, I get that done. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, here you go. I knew it. I had to put my EPA book on it. Guardian Angel Incense for Chris and 7 Chakra for Love. Now, if you have your Obatala talisman from me, now that you know what path we're on, now because this is in circular form, and remember energy, depending on the shape, this is where geometry matters, the shape of the object. So in this particular case, it's a circle. So that means the energy goes in this direction. So when you put this in your hand and you have my particular Obatala, that means the energy of this particular path of Obatala starts to circle around you, right? Your energy field. Now what it does, because my frequency is higher than yours, it's going to take over your energy, right? So because you know this is a warrior, you can use Obatala with your blockbuster instant. You can use your Obatala with your money incense, because this also renewing mind. You can use the Obatala. It's say somebody is really throwing at you hard. Use this talisman with your peace incense. It's called, all of my incense got some reversal in it. All of them. I'm a trifling spiritualist. So even the money incense got some reversal in it. I'm always thinking about somebody that wants to have their ass handed to them. So you take this, you put this in your hand, and then you petition over there, and you speak to Obatala, which you will be speaking to my Obatala, the shrine. That's where the Ache came from, right? That energy comes from that particular Obatala, and the energy. So what you're asking for, because now I need you to fight in my behalf, or you can also, because you want to elevate your ancestors, and Obatala rules the head, you can use the 7 chakra, you can use the ancestor or the guardian, and that would be about communicating, because the head is the I just had enough. The head is basically the satellite. The head is the switchboard. The head is the communication tower. That's what I was trying to say. The communication tower. So when your mind and your ori is clear, when it comes to your crown chakra, you're able to receive and also send information. And so this is also very good for mental clarity. If you want roll opening or blockbuster, Obatala can cover a lot of, but this is to remove disturbances. It is to remove disturbances. I love the fact that there's oh yeah, absolutely. Like anything that I put out there for my clients is stuff that I use. And so therefore, I'm very strategic in how even my love incense. Because sometimes people trying to cross and hex and jinx your love life. You're not finna mess up my fuck buddies. No. I know you don't like the way that I talk, and you may even, but I have an excellent and great sex life anytime. And that's even when I'm by myself, because I'm always putting it on myself. And don't worry, I don't fix sandwiches for nobody anyway. And I keep my hands clean. Because I have clean sex, even with myself. I talk dirty. I'm just not dirty. Now, thank you, baby Scorpio. Oh my God, I have been going about mine the wrong way. Yeah. It's good to educate. Because a lot of the products I hear, I'm just like, if you took my classes, I'm just reiterating my classes in real time. because I want you to know and have an understanding. Now, am I telling you maybe you go to a Elay that they offer fruits and all that? I'm not telling you not to do nothing. But at the end of the day, I'm here to do magic. I'm not if it ain't magic and energy frequency vibrate, I'm not interested. If your dance ain't got no magic in it, I'm not interested. What's up, Tattoo? Sagittarius in the house. If you working with the Loa and you just doing the aesthetics of the dances and singing the songs, I am so uninterested. If you OB and you just standing, got your stick and ain't got no power, I don't care if you got cars, I don't care if you got shields, I don't care if you got tea leaf. Magic must be involved to get my interest. Because my North Node is in Capricorn. And I'm very serious about my spirituality. Even in my house of Sagittarius is Capricorn. So I don't play when it comes to magic, spirituality. I'm very serious. As you can tell. Now, those that I'm burning incense tonight are going to have the influence of my Obatala. Now, normally my Obatala is in the other room, but tonight my Obatala is right next to me. So you're going to have a stronger influence. You better do it. And guess what? I'm Karen O'Brien. We're going to work Obatala. She got stop gossip and protection. So that's my Karen O'Brien. That's my Karen O'Brien. That's my Gemini. In other words, I'll beat your ass. When you hear me saying my this and my that, that's really what I be saying without trying to sound pushy and forceful and stuff. Because I really want you to want me to be in your life. But when I start saying my, I'll beat your ass. But my Taurus, my Capricorn, my Cancer. Apostle Ela, what about my ass? You got to be clarity about that. So I got protection and stop gossip, right? I think I said that right. Yeah. Because my moon is in Aries, so Aries always taking ownership of stuff. I get real personal, quick. That's why it's like if I ever was in a situation like some of y'all, like somebody cheat on me, I don't want your ass no more. I'm not finna go behind nobody else. Like I'm that dude. If you see, I had that issue, but that's how I think. If I also, that's why I don't cheat, because if I feel like if I got to go somewhere else, I don't need you. That's just how I think. My Karen O'Brien, through the strength of my Obatala. And I hope this is making it sense to y'all. If you have Obatala, knowing why you're on that path, if you are really practicing magic and you really trying to spread, like, it should be manifestation. You should not have all these Orishas, Aloas, and Pungos, and Kisi, and ain't none manifesting. I mean, that's like you got all this dick or you got all this big ass and you ain't having no fun. It just makes no sense. You got big dick for no reason. You got you fine for no reason. Ass sitting up there and you ain't had no orgasm. Shame on you. Shame. There's bad body people out here getting some orgasm. There's some people out here a dick ain't longer than they nuts, and they skeeting all over the place. Them one normally have big nuts and no meat. Now then they want to wet up everything. All right, goddamn. Now, let me make sure I'm looking down because y'all shoot them on me in a minute. So, serious, I know. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. I've been at this a long time, and I know that no matter what I teach, people gonna do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, that's you. That's your life. And I am, every dollar, quarter I can get, I'm here to enhance my life. And that's my goal. So when I leave here, I don't have to come back to this place. And congratulations, Sister Calvina, on her graveyard work. She putting it down to get her graveyard work done. Cancer. And thank you for the donation for Minister Mario. Oh, for Obatala. That one from Minister Mario, my bad. So she wants a candle for Obatala. That's what that is. I read that wrong. I thought that was $100 for Minister Mario, but that is for her Obatala candle. I said something? I must have did. Now, I'm going to get off here early because I got to come back on here later and talk. Now, I'm going to say this. If you got a problem talking about sex, real sex, and like, because I don't know what time I'm going to come on, so that maybe I'd be the lie for you, how sex play a part of magic and spirituality. There might be not a video for you, but still send me a super chat. Still send me a like. And just click off. But I need to talk about this because this is going on too much. And grown people need to be real about some things. And so, since I have certain experiences, I can speak on it. And I can speak on it from a place of wisdom. And I can speak on it from a place of what's healthy and what's unhealthy about it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I want to catch that live, so I want yeah, it's gonna be a doozy, y'all. It's gonna be a doozy, and I'm not gonna be mixing words, and which I don't never do it no way. I got you about to lie with Stop Gossip Demetrius. Gemini. I told y'all gonna catch on after a while. And like I said, this is expensive work. The thing that I do, other people couldn't afford to do the stuff that I do. All right, put this back on here. But this is how it, like, normally if you receive my Obatala, and I told you that the talisman was sitting on my Obatala, this is what it they've been over. I always do 21 days or more, so these have been on here more than 21 days. So if you get one of these particular Obatalas, it's going to be a lot stronger because they've been sitting, you know, not that your Obatala is not strong, but it's not going to be as strong as these other Obatalas because they've been sitting longer in our chair, and I've been elevating and doing ceremonies, and so they're a lot stronger, they carry more energy. So that's predominantly why I said I have to eventually up the donation even with my my talisman, because they're getting stronger and stronger, and I have to compensate my energy and my spirits. If you do not mind, if those I have to get alcohol, so all of you all that support me when it goes, I get Ogun alcohol. I normally get 3, and so if you have any that you want to donate towards that, I would greatly appreciate that. I will be going to Miami hopefully early tomorrow. Hopefully early tomorrow, because I need to get down there to the cemetery, and I need to go to the place to get some more stuff for my Ocha birthday. And so I think I've been getting down there too late and they get closed. So I'm trying, hopefully tomorrow I get out early on the road to get to Miami. All right. I love you all. Thank you for hitting that like button, and so much love for each and every one you got. Stormy, thank you so much. All of you that commented on the video, thank you so much as well. But let me preface this to the men about tonight. I'm going to say this. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're bi. I don't care if you're male, female. I don't care. I have a very erotic and provocative energy. And I'm going to talk about that because I am in the knowing that some of you don't think you need my sweet dick Willie conjure. And you ain't just needed, you've been needed. Wendy Betts sent for $20 worth. Wendy Betts, I don't know who you are, but you sent $20 for Leo. Is that for? You have to tell me what that's for. You want a reading? for Leo, or incense burn. Y'all utilize that message part to communicate so I know what you're looking for. Just type in so I'll know. If this, because is this for the liquor, or like what is it for? Thank you, Stormy, for help. And stop saying that. I appreciate whatever. I really do. That's why I don't mind blessing y'all. Hold on. I don't see. Somebody, whoever it is a Leo. My baby mama's a Leo. And my baby boy's a Leo. Is that whiter? A reading. Okay, got you. Got you. The witty whiter. I like that. That's clever. Leo. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which in the dark bring into light of my eyes concerning the witty whiter Leo. That which is in the dark bring into light of my eyes concerning the witty whiter Leo. That which is in the dark bring into light of my eyes concerning this Leo. What is it that this Leo needs to focus on? What is it that this Leo needs to focus on? What is it? Ooh, coming in strong. What is it that this Leo needs to focus on? All right, Leo energy coming up. If this is your first time getting a reading, I do first card is shadow card, middle card is your present, and then your third card is your outcome card. So Leo, your focal point in shadow is talking about unconditional love. Leo rules the heart. So there's some issues with your heart. When I say issues, from your heart flows the issues of life. Okay? It says, hey, again. It said, like attract like. When I emulate or copy or mimic the Creator's love for all humankind, I bring love into my own life. I create harmony between myself and others and between the harmony and the natural world. This card is talking about relationship regarding the heart and love, and that's what they want you to be focused on. And they also, and this is what the way it's coming to me. The issue you're having is you can't treat people how they treat you. You have to stay in the frequency of how you want to be treated. What happens is you have to deny access, not become the energy by which somebody's handling you. Because this card is saying that that's what you need to focus on, because your energy is ruled by the sun and the heart, and how you feel in your heart is going to determine what type of energy and frequency you're going to be operating in. It doesn't matter how they are acting. It matters where you are, because that's your manifestation. And that's in your shadow coming up, and it says unconditional love. And you want that frequency to be about you. Then your middle card is saying lost and found. The Huntress. It says Resh Aleph He. It says with this name as my compass, the path towards my spiritual home is illuminated. This is Psalm 27 standing up for Leo. It's saying, it said, I am regaining my bearings, and with every step I take and each moment that passes, I feel more comfort, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. This card right here talking for Ebo Sa. God almighty knows. This energy coming in strong for Leo. This card right here is talking about guidance. Right now you are being directed. Right now you're being guided, and it's saying the more that you step in the light of your guidance, is the more you're going to get the comfort, the confidence, and a stronger sense. This card right here is saying basically you're on the way. You have not arrived there, but you're being guided. and trust that guidance, because first of all, this is the huntress energy. And so even though you go in places and spaces that you may be unfamiliar with, you trust, you have a lot of confidence in yourself. But this card right here is talking about being guided in Psalm 27, the light, even around enemies. Your outcome card says banishing the remnants of evil. It says Lamed Aleph Va. This particular Leo, it said the light of this name deactivates negative energy and cleanses my environment. This means that there are going to be things because this is your outcome card. Leo, as you go forward, things that do not serve you, things that are not good for you, I like to say harmful energy, but it also talks about cleaning you and doing spiritual cleansing in your immediate atmosphere, in your environment. So these environments are things that are around you that affect you and influence you. So this talks about cleansing. And they said keep things clean in your environment, because this is going to deactivate what people's intentions, or even down to what we call the evil eye. This will keep that at bay. I don't want to stay on here too long because I still got to come back here and do my live. Thank you, Shamari, for that, baby. For the libation. Yay! Steve H. said, pray, fast, and read God's word. Steve H., take your numb nuts out of here. I tell you, Christianity got a lot of us with audacity. Audacity, I should say. All right, hit that like button. I'll see you guys a little later. I don't know how late I'm going to be, but I'm going to be up a while. And especially that I'm going to be off Monday. I'm going to be doing nothing but conjuring. All right, I love y'all. Thank you for the support. Don't forget, super chat. Even if you ain't on the live, you mess around and do some tricking late tonight, you get some money, hit me on a super chat. If you want a trick, you know I don't do sex for free. All right, God bless you. Got a church to build.